नमस्कार सभी को, मेरा नाम रॉबिन है and I am a computer science graduate from BITS Pilani. Post my college, I worked in a California-based software firm for 2 years where I was solving the technical problems of the software. But I always had this idea and an opinion about how to tackle the social issues around us, not just the technical issues. And I used to wonder, there are umpteen solutions out there which are very obvious ones, but still change is not being made. So I quit my job and joined Teach for India Fellowship, where I taught in a government primary school near Azadpur Sabji Mandi in Delhi. And for me, my classroom became a microcosm of the society whose problems I wanted to solve. Day in and day out, I used to work to ensure that every kid in my classroom is learning. The education is reaching to the last mile of the society. And it wasn't an easy thing to do. Sometimes I used to be at the Sabji Mandi at 6 a.m. in the morning, and I was pushing my kids to come to the classroom. Sometimes I used to spend hours and hours to take extra classes in the community to ensure that every kid is learning. So this whole experience gave me a good insight into what exactly the anatomy of the change is, how exactly change is brought into the system. And I wanted to explore how the change at government level can be driven through. So that's where the CMGGA opportunity came in, and fortunately I got through this, and this is a huge program where we are working on brainstorming ideas and implementing solutions. I mean, one day we are sitting in CM's residence and discussing how to bring transparency in Panchayati Raj institutions with Honorable Chief Minister and Principal Secretary. While other day I am sitting with an Anganwadi worker in a remote village in Kaithal district to ensure how early childhood education is imparted in the Anganwadi centers. It's not just about the vertical expanse of the whole administration, it's also about the breadth we are dealing with. We are working with the revenue department, the tahsildars, patwaris to ensure streamlining of the tahsil service delivery. While we are also working with municipalities to ensure that garbage is cleaned at one touch of smartphone. We are working with the police department to ensure that FIRs are made available on online portal. While we are working with the teachers and the principal to ensure that every kid in Haryana is learning. So it's a lot of learning packed into this 1 year. I mean, humongous amount of learning which is packed into this 1 year of time. And that is where I realized like there is a huge gap into what is envisioned, what is needed for the nation building, and how exactly we can tap the unutilized potential of the youth to ensure that nation building is done properly. And this requires humongous amount of effort. So I see this is more like a David versus Goliath story. Like there are innumerable problems existing in our society, while on the other hand there is this vast untapped potential of the youth. And the whole nation building is going to be a very painfully slow process. Like the things won't change in one day. But I believe if there was a good time to start working on this, it was yesterday. We are already losing hours and days for this. So this is the right time for the youth to jump into the development and governance space. I know the fight is going to be long, but it's going to be very worthy. And in the end, David is going to win over Goliath. है अंधेरी रात मगर दिया जलाना कब मना है. Thank you.